Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets and I am Amanda. Today I am here to do my week 2 budget projection for the month of August 2022. Y'all, it has been a lot going on. I am literally doing this video in between what I call an intermission of getting children to college. So first off, one has already been moved in and settled in, and then in approximately a day and a half or so, I am going to pack up the other one and move them in to college. So yeah, it's been a whole lot going on, so I know the videos were going to be inconsistent during this month, but I'm just trying to come in and do my budget projection so that I can, kind of keep the videos coming so y'all won't think that I am totally MIA. However, I continue to keep up with my budget week after week, so that is definitely not a thing that go lacking, but just physically getting on camera and getting these videos out may or may not happen during this time. And this is also my birthday month, so yeah, hoping maybe in September. Who knows? My life is so busy and hectic and active, it may just be what it is. So yeah, we're gonna dive right in. For those that are new to my channel, welcome. And for those that are not new, welcome back. Here on this channel, I'll talk about anything I want to related to finances, and more specifically, personal finances, being my own finances. So I do have a cup of coffee here with me this morning. Yeah, I don't know. I think my taste buds are changing. Coffee isn't a preference like it used to be. You know how you get up in the morning and the first thing you think of is coffee. It hasn't been like that. But anyway, that's totally off the subject, but just wanted to let you know that I do have the coffee here, which I will be sipping on from time to time. And boy, was that hot. All right, so let's dive right in. I'm gonna populate my week 2 budget projection up on the screen, and we're gonna move right in. Now, as you can see, I do have a couple of phrases at the top of the page today. And the first one is, the only constant is change, which is very true. And it's okay to figure things out as you go, which is actually what I am doing. And I am doing this because, as I previously stated, I have 2 in college. So yes, the finances are definitely going to have to be adjusted. There's going to be quite a bit of tuition that I will be paying out of pocket solo. So yeah, we're gonna have to really figure this out. But as I'm getting them acclimated and back in school and everything, I'm just going with the flow with what I have right now and in the present. So you may see this budget change several times, but it's okay. It is okay, because they are going to get through school. It will be paid for, and that's that. I have already spoke that into the ether, and that is what's going to happen. Now, week 2 budget projection, Friday, August the 12th, 2022. First up on the docket is the mortgage for $292. Then we have the alarm system for this home for $26.95. Then I have Netflix coming in at $17.99. Have 2 auto insurances. And as you can see, there was an increase in the 16-year-olds auto insurance. So that insurance is where I have me and one of the teenagers, or the 16-year-old, on the vehicle alone. So that increased to $106 per week. So you know how much it is per month. Because remember, I allocate all of my debts and bills into 4 weeks. So that's that. It is what it is. So that's $106. Then I have my other child and my vehicle on another insurance policy, and that's $59. Then we have the student loan coming in at $100, which is still in forbearance or whatever. I'm not sure if they're going to actually restart those. They said they're supposed to start them back up where we have to make payments on September the 1st. I doubt it, but it's just been a lot of chatter in the news and media and everything, so they may not start that back up until next year. Either way, I'm still putting $100 away, so whenever it is time to start the repayment, I will have some money set aside where I can send them a lump sum. I think it's going to be a lump sum that I'm going to send to them. It just depends. It just really depends on what's going on, like I said, with the tuition for the two that are in college now. Next, we have a college fund. This category or this amount may be changing. Well, it may not be the amount, because what's going on here is I kind of fluctuate. Some weeks I put this money away in their college account, and some weeks I give this money to my youngest child for gas, because I'm not sure. For those that have been following me for a while, I used to fund my oldest child's gas, by giving her $25, or the money would be used for oil changes, whatever it was. And so now, since I still have the younger one here with a vehicle, I may continue to kind of do that as well. Although that younger child does have a part-time job, he is in school, high school, full-time. So yeah, that may be a change right there. Then next we have the debt amount for $337. As you can see, this week it will definitely be going into the college account. Like I said, we'll be traveling and doing all the things so to get them situated to go back to school. Next, we have the child lunch account. I'm not sure it's not funny, but it kind of is, for $30. This is money that I set aside every other week for lunch for the children that were in high school. Of course, 2 of the 3 have transitioned out of high school. I have 1 left, and actually they have decided to start collecting lunch money again. For the last 2 years, because of the pandemic, they have been getting lunch for free in school. But now the last one that's in school will have to pay full price for breakfast and lunch, and that's what that is going to be set aside for. So I used to just kind of put it away, in the bill savings account, but I will be actually funding the lunch account this week with that money. Next, we have the household expenses coming in at $194. There's some categories there that are going to change because, like I said, the children are no longer here. Well, 2 of the 3 are no longer here. And so, yeah, I can make some changes in some of those categories. I think some of them were like, I don't know, what did they say? Like hair. I had a hair category. What else? Clothing, something like, things like that I no longer will need. So I can move that money to other categories. So, yeah. Hence my my actual little notes at the top of my page. Nothing is constant but change. So yes, it's gonna be quite a few changes going on, and I'm actually thinking through this stuff in real time, like now, as I'm reading through as to what I may do with these different categories. But like I said, it is what it is. All right, next we have the children's savings account. I still fund that so that they could have money, a little spending money here or there, for $28.50. And I have the HOA for $6.70. Now that amount is probably going to be a little bit more because I didn't know what the pool key looked like, so I decided to throw it in the trash. I am just one. If it's things just sitting around for weeks and weeks at a time, I will throw them away. So what happened is our homeowners association has gone from the physical key to the key fob. And the little blue thing was sitting over there on the stand for the longest. And I'm like, what is this? What is this little flat blue thing? I don't know what it's for. I trashed it. So, of course, sometime this summer, the children wanted to go to the pool. They were looking for the pool key. And I don't know why I made the connection, but I was like, that little blue key fob is the pool key. And lo and behold, it was. Therefore, I had to order another one. It was $55. They decided to apply that amount to the overall homeowners association bill. So I paid the association bill quarterly. So I'm quite sure that the next one is going to be higher. So I actually do need to, it's going to be a one-time fee of $55. So I may not change this because our overall fee is $380 or $30 or something per year. And so I just may just send them the one-time fee when it's time for the next quarterly fee. So we'll see how that goes. Next, we have the minor Roth IRA for $20. I do put money aside in that account for the youngest child every week, and then I go in there and I purchase some sort of stock or make some sort of investment when the money has built up to a point where I want to make purchases. I think now in his portfolio he has Apple, Amazon, Ford, Snapchat, and something else. But yeah, I just kind of put $20 in there a week, and maybe every 3, 4, 6 weeks I go in and I purchase some stock that way for him. Last but not least is the cushion amount for $25. So the total for this week in expenses is $1,268.14. I normally leave $1,320 in this account per week. Therefore, you see the total is less than the amount I normally leave in there, so let's subtract that. $1,320 minus $1,268.14 equals $51.86. That is the amount I will need to put away in the bill savings account here on paper, because I do not need that amount as we go through these transactions. So that's why I have right here on paper. So that is not going to be what I'm actually going to do at the end of the day with the monies. That's step one. Step two is to go back up through these expenses and put a PA with a pink circle around them, meaning I am going to put that money away, or I'm not going to take care of that transaction this week. You see all those PA amounts. I'm not going to read back through them. Let's go back down and add all of them up. For the PA amount, you see there, it is $271.70. That PA means put away, so that's money that I also need to put away in the bills savings account right here on paper. Now you see there are two numbers with blue clouds around them. And so what is taking place at this point is I will need, those two numbers have a relationship, so I will either need to add or subtract them. Since I am putting both of those totals away in the bill savings account this week, I will need to add them. However, before I do that and we jump down to the last line, let's go back up through to this mortgage. For those that are new, I am aggressively trying to pay down my mortgage. However, week 2 is normally the week where I make my monthly mortgage payment. However, since it has been paid, any monies that I have set aside for the mortgage, I send toward the principal. So what's happening this week is, as you see that mortgage amount for $292, I am actually going to send that amount to the principal of the mortgage this week. That's why it has a purple triangle beside it. So that's what I will be doing. So that's exciting, that I will still be able to make some payments or pay toward my mortgage up and above the monthly amount, although I have acquired a hefty bill called college tuition. So yeah, I am going to still try and put some money toward that mortgage every single week. I mean, for sanity purposes, I still got to focus on me and what I'm doing here in this household, which is to try and get rid of that mortgage as soon as possible. So that portion of the money will be going toward the mortgage. However, the debt monies that I typically send toward the mortgage, as you can see, I have them labeled for the college account for this week. Just here's what it is. It's okay to make changes. So let's go down to the last line, and we're going to add those two numbers in the cloud together. $51.86 plus the $271.70 equals $323.53. And I did not write my description out beside it. I am going to do that right now. That is the total amount that I will be putting away in the Bills savings account this week. All right. So at the end of the day, when we get through moving monies around and allocating monies for where they need to go and what they need to pay for, I will be sending to $323.56 to the Bills savings account to be used for later transaction, bills, debts, whatever. That's all I have for this video. I know it was pretty lengthy, but I know I was going to make some changes, so I did want to explain to you guys what I will be doing as I move forward. And this too may not be the total or the end all to be all to what I plan on doing with the budget, but like I said, it's okay to figure it out as you go. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets. Please consider subscribing to my channel. Hit the like button on this video so that I can get this information out to others. There may be others who are wanting to learn a different way of budgeting, how to move their money around, what to do with it in different situations. So I hope that you all were able to grab, some sort of small nugget of information or motivation if, that's all you were able to receive from this video today. So this is Dr. Mommy Budgets, where we dream big but start small around here. And yes, my Eagles do play tonight and I am representing them. So hopefully they will get a win in their first preseason game against the Jets. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.